Welcome to DBL. With the days getting shorter and shorter and the nights getting longer, colder, and so much darker for millions of Americans, that means the winter blues, whether we like it or not, are coming. But that doesn't mean that you have to be sad. So here to tell us all about that and more, we've got the one and only Dr. Coley.
Yes.
Thank you for stopping by, Doc.
So, Doc, an estimated 10 million Americans are suffering from what we call the winter blues. So what do we know about it, what causes it, and how do we combat it?
You know, we know that our body, our mood, our neurochemicals respond to light. And as you said, Sam, when it gets darker, the days are shorter, we just have less light exposure. So those chemicals fall out of balance. And seasonal affective disorder is real, and it's something that can be really pervasive, especially in women. Women tend to get it more than men. The good news, however, is there is good treatments for it. In fact, light therapy is a very effective treatment for it. And that means actually, exposing yourself to 30 minutes of intense light every day, usually in the morning or in the afternoon, especially when the days are shorter. Some people also get a dawn simulating alarm clock. I don't know if you guys have heard of this.
My husband uses one.
Does he? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It kind of gets brighter.
Yes. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's also been shown because it kind of changes the neurochemicals in a way that your body is supposed to react. I'm curious, do any of you guys have the winter blues? Have you ever suffered?
I get them, but
Do you really?
I'm aware to go outside and get sun on me, and I immediately feel a pickup.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm super weird in my house with lights. Everybody knows this. But yeah, I think as you were talking, I was like, maybe that's like why I'm so affected by the lights and why I control all the lights in my house. That maybe it's a mood thing.
But light therapy can really change our mood. And in fact, they say the hour before bed, you want to change the lights in your house. You want to turn them down. You want to turn off the screens. You want to turn off the blue lights, because light really does affect how we feel, does affect our energy levels. And it's all physiologic. It's based on our hormones and what's happening in our brain and our body.
makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like my wife's doing that at 5 o'clock because it's dark. I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. Turn the lights back on. But that's just kind of what we're going through in our house. So speaking of the holidays and winter and all that, I have a real problem with moderation. Okay, holidays are coming. I'm on a diet right now to counter how much I'm going to eat and drink over the holidays. Is that a good idea?
I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, I think either preparing your body beforehand or doing what we call damage control afterwards in the new year is really important, because the message here is the holidays are a time for celebration. So we want to, of course, be mindful of our health, but we want to also be able to enjoy time with our friends and family and celebrate and indulge a little bit, as long as we're making sure to keep our eye on the ball and doing damage control after or before. Yeah. So I would say, tricks that you can do over the holidays, because we end up eating more, we end up eating more frequently, we end up drinking more alcohol, we sleep a lot less, bless you. But things that you can do to sort of trick your body to feeling fuller: drinking a lot of water. So in between all of those parties, keep a little water bottle in the car or something, just keep drinking that, because that fills up your stomach, distends it, so that you're actually less hungry.
You heard it here first. Calories don't count over the holidays. You said it. Well, I mean, let's stay on the weight loss topic, because the FDA just approved another weight loss drug. And honestly, we have footage. You were talking about weight loss drugs a year ago on this panel. Yep. So here we are now. So this new one's called Zepbound. Give us your thoughts about it. What should we know about it?
So guys, we talked about Mounjaro before. Remember that? That's the same drug as this, except Mounjaro is the brand name when it's marketed for diabetes. Zepbound is the brand name of the same drug, tirzepatide, when it's marketed for obesity. But what's nice about this drug, several things that are important. One, it's the second in the line of obesity drugs. So it is the medical system saying obesity is a disease that we have ignored far too long. And now we finally have multiple safe drugs to treat it. We need to think about it, not as a personal failing, but as a medical problem. Second, it's a little more effective on average than the first generation, which was Wegovy or semaglutide. That on average drops about 15% of your body weight, which is a lot. This one can get people down up to 20% of their body weight. So it works in the same ways, has the same sort of side effects, but I'm really excited about having another tool.
Are you worried about people abusing it, though?
What I'm worried about is that people use it in the wrong patient population. Right. People use it recreationally, thinking, I have a wedding, or I want to get a summer beach body or something like that, and they just use it in a way that it's not indicated. This is a chronic drug, just like a hypertension drug, a cholesterol drug, or a diabetes drug. You can't just go on and off of it. You can't mess with your body and your physiology in that way.
Well, in terms of abuse, that's one thing, but what about just people having access to it? Will regular folks be able to get their hands on this without, financially destroying themselves?
That is our biggest worry. In fact, at our meeting this weekend, we talked a lot about this because what this drug has done is it's widened the gap between the haves and the have-nots. The price tag of these medications is like $900 to $1,800 a month out of pocket. And there's a difference between the FDA saying, yes, this drug works, it's safe and effective, here's how you should use it, and the insurance companies playing ball and saying, okay, we're actually going to pay for it. So doctors can write the prescription, and I deal with this every day, but then the insurance company just rejects it, and patients can't afford that.
That's like
So-
getting another mortgage on your...
It's a problem, yeah.
Wow. All right.
Unbelievable. But thank you for everything that you provided for us. DBL Nation, be sure to follow Dr. Coley on social media at Payal Coley MD, and go and subscribe to her YouTube page for the latest science news and headlines. Thank you so much, Dr. Coley.